I'm Rebecca Weinberg. I'm the winemaker for Quintessa and Illumination, and I am here today standing in the Quintessa vineyard on our Quintessa estate. Quintessa is a property in Rutherford, which is the heart of Napa Valley. Napa Valley is an incredibly interesting and unique wine growing region with quite diverse geology. We have two mountain ranges, the Mayacamas and the Vaca, and we have a river running through the valley. All of these forces that created Napa Valley, the volcanics and the movement of water, have resulted in lots of different soil types in a fairly small region. Quintessa is special because it's almost a microcosm of all of the Napa Valley, all of those different types of aspects. Here at Quintessa, we have many different soil types. About 2/3 of the property is volcanics, multiple different types of volcanics, and the final third of the property is alluvial, and that is a deeper clay loam that was deposited by the movement of the Napa River. What this results in is a wine, and for a winemaker, that is an estate expression. My job is to express the unique soul and character of this property, but also has lots of complexity. So, for example, on the eastern side of our property, which runs along the Silverado Trail, we have white soils. And these white soils are a volcanic ash deposited. They're very low in clay, very low fertility, old soils. And from this, I get a wine that has an expression of length, of ageability, of a really unique and almost chalky texture. Where I'm standing right now in Dragon's Terrace is the center of our property. It is one of our oldest blocks and one of my very favorite blocks. This is also a volcanic soil, but has different rocks, quartz, chert, obsidian, a little bit more clay. And from here, the Cabernet Sauvignon expresses itself with a lot of density, a lot of concentration of tannin, but with a really special suppleness to that tannin, a really beautiful, almost sweet type of finish. Across the lake, and we go over the next hill, that hill is also volcanic, but it is more red soils. So these are interesting soils, they're higher in iron, and that minerality is apparent in the wines and in the lots, the expression from that part of the property. Minerality, concentration, and real structure to the tannins. And then finally, a part of the property that you can't see from where I'm standing is the bench blocks. And those are close to the Napa River. So Quintessa runs from the Silverado Trail all the way to the Napa River and encompasses all of that kind of diversity. The bench is your typical Rutherford dust. It's red fruit, density, and power. All of these things together are what makes Quintessa special. It is not a wine that is about expressing one single minute aspect. I think that the magic of this wine, the magic of winemaking, is in the blend and in the blending. And so we work to express the full expression of this exceptional estate, utilizing blending, different varieties. And it's also very important the farming techniques that you use, the philosophy that guides you in your winemaking should be the same philosophy that guides you in your farming practices. Or maybe the farming practices actually really starts in the vineyard and should lead into the winemaking. And here we utilize organic and biodynamic principles in the farming. And the idea is to respect the property as an organism, as a having a soul of its own, having spirituality, and to our role as farmers, as wine growers, as winemakers, is to allow this property to come into as perfect a balance as it can be, to create life in the soils, which will result in life in the grapes, which will result in complexity and beautiful character in the wine. And so for me, as a winemaker in Napa Valley and as a lover of wines, what I want to see and what I hope you see in Quintessa, and my highest goal is to capture that really special spiritual essence of the property, and work to make that express itself, to show its different vintage characters, and to be able to transport people to a place when they taste the wine. So I want to thank you guys for the time. Hopefully I'll be able to do a couple other videos for you, and maybe we can go into more detail about some specific winemaking and wine growing practices. But in the meantime, I hope you are enjoying